Alright, Schlockmeister fans, a re-review from my previous channel. This one is The Being with Martin Landau, I think. 2 Martin Landau movies in a row. Let's check it out.
In the distance, the town of Pottsville, Idaho. A small town, not much different from any other Main Street, USA. Strange and unexplained events are occurring.
The narrator goes on to explain that some people are missing, and then they cut away to this kid who's in this, I don't know, nuclear facility or something, some sort of toxic waste dump, and he's taking off running from something. He eventually gets into a car and takes off, but then some creature attacks him and pulls his head right off. Nice.
Nuclear waste into the aquifer does not and will not affect the water.
That's Martin Landau. Cut away to a drive-in movie, and we have a bunch of people at this movie watching a horror movie, which is very similar to the movie that I'm watching, The Being. And while this couple is making out in a car, a bunch of slime starts coming through all the holes in their car. What the hell is that? Then whatever that slime is, turns into a monster. Watch closely there through the window.
Whoa, what's that?
Hey, this place will do anything to make a buck. The movie don't scare you, so they send this joker around. I'll tell him to fuck off. Fuck off.
And this guy, who I think is the local sheriff, has his run-in with the Being too. But he's going to be able to escape. This movie was originally entitled Easter Sunday because it takes place around Easter. And there's this big Easter egg hunt, and this is a little girl who's kicked the egg she was about to grab. And what the hell? Don't worry, it's not going to kill her. Now, there's this weird woman in town named Marge who is always saying she's looking for her son. She's been saying this for like years. Dorothy Malone plays her. And the kids throw mud at her door. Now here's a fisherman. Clearly something spooked him. And he's running. He falls and then he's caught by one of the cops.
Taco Bender? What the hell are you running from, man?
And that's pretty much the end of this scene. We never see the creature again here. We do see that cop again, though, later on in his car, and somebody punched him right through him. That must be the Being.
Last night of a substance which was tested this morning and measured at more than
Martin Landau continues to say that nothing's going wrong, everything's fine.
I understand that the only place such high levels could accumulate would be at the nuclear disposal dump outside of Pottsville.
Then we have a dream sequence that defies description. The sheriff and Martin Landau are on a plane. Martin Landau falls off, and what the hell? It's Ruth Buzzy on a broom.
It's all in your mind, Tony. All in your mind.
Our sheriff and the local diner waitress. He chases them, but they manage to corner it in the closet or freezer, whatever that is.
I got it.
I'll go call the mayor.
What is this thing?
Of course, when they bring the mayor in to inspect it, it's gone.
What kind of a nutcase are you?
3 yokels had broken into this warehouse that was going to be a massage parlor. They were going to burn it down because they don't want that sort of element in their town. The aforementioned Dorothy Malone looking for her son. I think there's a connection between her son and this disposal dump. Now, Ruth Buzzy is a character in this movie. Or in this case now, was. Eventually Martin Landau comes around and says, yeah, there is a problem here. And he gets saved here, at least temporarily.
Who's that old lady?
Oh, that's just Marge Smith. She's been kind of cooking on another planet since her little kid disappeared out at the disposal site.
But it's that thing out there.
I wouldn't worry about her. She can take care of herself.
Jesus Christ, grab the gun!
They end up back at the warehouse where the creature finally gets a hold of Martin Landau. And apparently tears him into pieces. Finally get a few decent looks at this creature, and it's pretty impressive looking, actually. He continues to stalk him. He's got some sort of gas that's he's letting leak through here. Although he doesn't blow up the creature, he just chops it up with an axe. And he's successful. He climbs out through the roof. Success. Mary Tyler Moore's it. The end.
One bit of good news, though. State investigator Garson Jones has assured our mayor, Gordon Lane, that his investigation of the IPE disposal site is complete, and he's found no basis whatsoever for concern over the IPE facility.
All right, let's talk about the being. You know, I shoveled a lot of snow today. We got dumped on. I am sore, or I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Not happy about it. That's what I did today. But I also watched The Being. The Ultimate Terror has taken form. So this actually is one of the very first movies I ever taped. Like the second month, or maybe third month, we had a VCR, a beta VCR, back in late 84, early 85, 1985. This is one of the first movies I taped. I had a Kodak tape along with Romancing the Stone and the Devonsville Terror. I think I reviewed the Devonsville Terror last year. But anyway, this is it's a monster movie, basically. Martin Landau's in this. Ruth Buzzy's in this. And this is some cheesy shit, like I said. It's just a fun movie, though. We have this nuclear plant or something, or I guess, and there's a lot of radiation and toxic waste that have happened. Now, Martin Landau plays some sort of government science guy who keeps telling everybody, it's fine, there's no problems, there's no radiation, everything's fine, it's all looking good. But apparently, there's a monster on the loose that was born of radiation. Now, we're led to believe that the actress Dorothy Malone, actually, she had a child years earlier that somehow got lost out at this plant, and he's morphed into some sort of radiation monster thing, which is The Being. Anyway, The Being does its thing. It basically roams the neighborhoods and streets, killing people. He's got all kinds of tentacles and things. At one point, this local guy, I think he's a sheriff of some sort, they think they have it trapped in this cooler at this, I don't know if it's a restaurant or what it was, but when they bring the mayor by later on to look at it, it's all gone. It's like just a pile of goo at that point. So I don't know if it can go through air ducts and things to get out. I don't know. But whatever the case is, there's a monster on the loose. Eventually, Martin Landau comes around and says, yeah, I guess there is a problem here. And he and the sheriff try to track it down. They're in a warehouse near the end of this movie. And Martin Landau dies violently, pretty bloody too. We see pieces of him, an arm, his severed torso from waist down. Ultimately, our sheriff basically, I don't know exactly what he was doing. He was like basically chopping at the creature and somehow killed it, I guess. And then we see him escaping through the roof of this warehouse, and celebrating, tossing his hat like Mary Tyler Moore, and he's a happy boy. And then the next day we hear the radio announcement saying everything's fine, but then we see this claw come out of the ground, let us know everything is not going to be fine, and there's going to be a The Being 2. Maybe. Hasn't happened yet, though. 38 years later, still waiting for it. So that's the movie. What I remember about this movie as a kid, two things basically. One, I enjoyed the credits because, which I didn't show you, but the credits were kind of funny because you know how they sometimes show clips from the movie, you know, the people, hey, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. Well, they do that in this movie with Martin Landau, Ruth Buzzy, and everybody else, but they show the scenes of them dying, which I thought was kind of cool. A very unique take there. The other thing I liked is the scene I did show at the very beginning. There's these two stoner guys in this car at the movie theater, and they're watching a horror movie, which is very similar to this movie, by the way. There was a creature in there. And he's like, he hears a noise next to his car, which we know is The Being, but he thinks it's just some joker from the movie theater coming to scare you. He's like, this guy, this theater, they'll do anything to make a buck. I'll tell him to fuck off. And he rolls down his window, fuck off. Simple as that. I just thought that was hilarious. And of course he gets sucked out of the car because he got attacked by The Being. So anyway, that is The Being. It's been released on DVD, as you can see. Also been released on Blu-ray, and I will leave a link to the Blu-ray if you're looking to get the Blu-ray of The Being. So check it out. Let me know what you think about this cheesy mess. And but I gotta recommend it though because it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. It's nostalgic for me for one thing, and it's just an 80s monster movie, which was fun. And it was pretty damn gory too, so I'll give it that. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. The Being. Watch it. Bye.